All right. Well, hi. Thanks for talking to me. I appreciate it. I really love the show. I didn't have MGM, so I binged the season two screeners, and now I'm just wanting the last three. I need to know what happens.
Oh
Um,
God.
so my first question is to do with that. Like, how far, I guess, in advance do you know what's going to happen? And I mean, do you even know, like now, like what is actually going on, or anything like that? Or are you kind of in the dark?
I mean, in terms of the whole world, I got to be honest, we're in the dark entirely. And as far as it goes, from episode to episode when we're shooting, it kind of depends. I mean, big things like in season one, I knew that my mother was killed by Boyd, but I didn't know that I was gonna propose at the end of the season. Things like that. I had no idea. And we get the scripts as early as they want us to have them, and they don't really like us knowing too much.
Oh, I want to know at least anyway, so I'm sure your guys do too.
Oh, me too.
So in this upcoming, well, after this airs, it'll have already aired, but the episode you get to do a lot with blood effects. Can you
Oh
sort
yeah.
of talk about that and what that experience was like?
Oh, it's nuts. It's funny for the last 4 years. I think I've done, except for a few little things here and there, almost exclusively horror, and I've died in every single thing I've done. And not only have I died, I've been covered and drenched and just showered in blood. So when we got the script episode 6, after I realized that I, thank God, survived, at least that episode.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I know how to handle blood, and boy was I wrong. It was just the most amount of blood getting pumped through these tubes, all into my fake body and beautifully done prosthetic. But it was just nuts. I mean, it was crazy. It really looked like a crime scene anywhere you look. Blood on my hands, on the walls, on Kenny's shirt, on my face, and you saw the blood shoot into my
Yeah,
face.
kind
It
of
was
everywhere.
just, it was carnage. It's pure chaos.
Do you enjoy doing that though? I mean, I'm sure it's sticky and uncomfortable, but I would think it
No, I
would
love it.
be fun.
I absolutely love it because of the way it looks after.
Yeah.
During,
Yeah, not so much.
I would rather maybe have like a walk on the beach, but no, it's really fun. Like that's the thing. The way I kind of look at it is anything further away than when I am doing anything else other than acting is the best. So the crazier it is on set, the more I'm like, you know what, this is pretty crazy that this is my job.
Now you said about you die in a lot of the shows, but you made me wonder, is this a kind of show that sometimes you're kind of worried because everybody can die? I mean, we don't know. I guess maybe the main characters wouldn't die, but we really don't know, it seems like with this show. So are you
Yeah, no,
ever kind of freaking out?
the craziest thing about From is that every single character is not safe. Every person. And that includes Boyd, that includes the Matthews family, that includes myself, that includes no one is safe. And we know that. So every time you get a script, you read it like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, I made it. It's never, I don't expect to last until the very final episode of the very final season. I just hope.
Yeah.
Hope is a very strong thing in our show.
Right. Now, in the end of this episode, they have killed one of these creatures.
Uh-huh.
So my question is, can you sort of tease, like, how is that going to, I guess, and I know obviously you can't spoil anything, but how is that going to maybe affect, I guess, their odds going forward? Can you sort of tease a bit in that sense?
I look, the really terrifying thing about the world that they're in is that even when they do find an answer, it leads you to more questions. I think the fans are gonna really be excited that we do have a way to kill these things now. We do have a way to kill them. But how do we actually use that is the
Yeah,
question. How do we actually, and then look, even if we do start if we kill every monster,
there's more stuff.
how do we
So,
get out? There's more
yeah.
stuff. How the hell do we, there's seemingly no end. I'm sure there is an end, but it gives us hope. I think one win in a sea of losses is just exactly what these guys needed, and they got that.
Okay. Now, Fatima is pregnant and he doesn't know it yet. So how, I'm trying to think of the way to phrase this, but I'm not sure that that's going to be something easy to deal with in this kind of environment. So can you talk a little bit about that? And I mean, are they going to be able to deal with it? I'm assuming eventually he's going to find out. I know he doesn't know yet, but
Yeah,
he's going to
yeah,
have to find out.
I would hope she doesn't keep it a secret. Um, I think it's terrifying for him, or I think it will be terrifying for him. I also think it's going to be really beautiful in a way, because the really great thing about Fatima and Ellis is that they choose, as hard as it may be, to allow love in their lives in this place. And with that comes a warm embrace. With that comes a shoulder to cry on. And with that comes something as you know, like having a family or getting married. Like, if you're stuck here for God knows how long, let's at least try to make it, you know, kind of normal. So I think there's going to be a lot of different emotions at play, but I think the most important thing is, first of all, Ellis has learned from the best possible person what it means to be a dad. And secondly, he's in love. So I think you put those two things together, it doesn't matter where he is, doesn't matter where they are, they're going to find a way to make it work.
All right. And we're about out of time. Let me just ask you, for the rest of the season, give me a short description of kind of what is to come.
Absolute chaos, absolute carnage, and just a whole new world. People have no idea what's coming up. That's it.
All right. All right, great. So thank you. I appreciate it. Like I said, I want it. They better send the last 3.
I'm sure they
wait that long.
And if not, you got to tune in.
Yeah. I'll have to wait, I guess, with everybody else. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate your time.
Of course.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.